Hey Stampers, this is Holly Dimmick. I'm the Closet Stamper, and today I'm going to highlight this tool. This is a Stampin' Up! Take Your Pick tool. I always want to call it something different, so I have to pause before I say it. But it's a Take Your Pick tool, and it costs $10, and I put off buying it for a long time because I didn't think I needed it, but I'm really glad I purchased it. So it comes like this. It also comes with instructions, and they're very easy to understand. But so in your stylus here, you have a couple tips, and let's see if I can do this. This, you turn it counterclockwise to take it off. So this is your putty tip, and that's what grabs your embellishments. And you turn it clockwise to get it on, but you also turn it clockwise to let out a little more putty. And I have plenty, so I'm not going to turn it clockwise any further. On the other end, you have this spatula, which is also nifty, and I'm going to show you that. When you take the spatula out, you have a piercing tool. Now, I've never done any piercing, so I might have to learn that since I have a piercing tool. Okay? And what you also get is a scoring tool piece, so you could put that on the end if you wanted a scoring tool. A larger ball and a smaller ball. I have a separate one though, so I'm probably not going to put that on. And you also get a putty refill. So for $10, you get all these things. And the reason I'm highlighting it, let me put this away. I struggle, as you can see and hear, the whole reason I bought the tool in the first place. So the reason I'm highlighting this is because these embellishments, so take for instance these sequins. We're going to put on sequins and rhinestones, but let me put the rhinestones aside. And so I made these thank you cards, and I just want to add a little pizzazz, and I'm using it as a tool to show you how well this works. All right, so these sequins, they're beautiful, and in the past I've used my finger, you know, try to get one, you get a bunch, right? And also I've tried to use tweezers, but that's kind of, look, that's kind of, I always just have trouble with that as well. So I broke down and I bought this. And I'm glad I did, because look what happens. You take this putty tool and you just dig in there. Now look at me, I grabbed a bunch. When I did this before, I just grabbed one. Maybe I pressed too hard. See, look at that. You get a sequin. So all you do is use your putty tool and grab. So let's see. Let's put our sequin down. I'm going to take my fine tip glue pen. I got a bubble, but I'm going to put that down, and then I have my sequin on my picket tool, and look, well, it dropped down. Usually I have to put my finger there, but look at that, very easy. Let me scooch you up into the camera better. All right, so let's do another one. I want to put a smaller one over here, say. So I'm going to put a little dab of glue, and let me grab this one. All right, now look, it's upside down. I like to put it the other way. So I'm just going to lay it down on my paper, and I'll turn it over, and I'll grab it again. See that? Nice. Put it on my glue. Now what I do tend to do is get my finger on the glue. I put a little too much glue. But look at that, I used the spatula. Look at me, I'm such a mess. This is why I bought the tool in the first place. I used my spatula to fix it. I shot another video, and but it was upside down, and I had my head in it, so I chose to shoot again. And in that video, it was just so perfect. Everything works so perfectly. So that's just the way it goes. So let me put another glue dot, and we'll try one more time. It's also difficult to do these videos without getting my head in there. And look, now I have glue bubbles. So I'm learning. I'm getting better all the time. So let's see. Let's get a pink one. All right, see how that grabs that? I'm just going to put it down, and I flipped it over. I like him going like concave down. There, that's the way it's supposed to work. I like them going concave down so that they don't brush off in an envelope. So there you go. That third one is how, once you get a little practice and you're not doing it in front of anybody, it works really well. So I just wanted to highlight that. That's for sequins. Again, that putty is just awesome. Okay? So let's put that away. And I'm going to set those aside. And so the next thing I'm going to show you is the spatula side. That's so pretty. I like that. That's an old retired DSP and stamp set, but I really like those, and I have some left over, so I made some thank you cards. All right, so we used the putty side. Now I'm going to use the spatula side. And let's see. I'm going to grab a larger rhinestone. So check this out. This is much easier than what I was doing before too. Okay, before, I have to tell you, I drink a lot of coffee, so that's probably part of my problem. Look at me. But I was using scissors before, and it wasn't really working well. So the spatula is handy. So let's see. I think I'm going to put this there. You just slide it off and press down. Voila. Let's grab a little smaller one. So the spatula is nice. I think I'm liking the spatula side just as much as the putty side. Let's put that there. And these are self-adhesive, so I don't need any of that glue. And let's get one more. Dun, da, da. Let's put her up here. Okay, there you go. So it adds a little flair. It just makes it so much easier. I'm really glad I purchased it. So for $10, you get all those tools, okay? You get a putty tip, a putty refill, you get a spatula, a piercing tool, and on the other piece you get a scoring tool, 2 ends. So let me show you one more thing. If you were going to order this, let's see. Oops, let me get one of those out of the way. Okay, in the annual catalog, it's on page 189. And here it is, right here. Okay, so it's called Take Your Pick, $10. And I wanted to show you this too. You may not be able to see it, but here it is. I think you can see it. Take Your Pick die brush tip, and for $9. And what that is you get the tip for your getting the bits out of your dies. So the reason I'm showing you that is because it used to come separately. Okay, so it used to come separately, and now you need to have this in order to have the brush. But here's what the brush does. So last year I bought this. I purchased this, and it came, as a separate handle, and it comes with 2 foam mats. So I've taken one of my most intricate dies here, this heart die, and I ran it through the die cut machine, and I want to show you what the brush is for. You can take this brush and rub it over your die, and you know what? I knew at one time whether you did it. We'll see, look at all those bits. I knew at one time whether you rubbed it on the other side or you flipped it over and rubbed it on this side. It doesn't really matter because it looks kind of harsh, but it's really not. And most of the time these dies just pop right off, but what it does is it gets in all those little holes, and you can see all those bits, and then you have a nice, I got them all, I got all the bits out of the holes. So it really does make a nice fine die for those intricate ones. So the brush is handy, but like I said, now you do need to buy the the Take Your Pick tool in order to use it. So it does come as an attachment. But I just wanted to highlight this because, if I don't like something, I'll be honest, but this thing is a good deal. And if I was Martha Stewart, I would say it's a good thing. So thank you very much. If you found this video helpful or enlightening or just fun to watch, I'd appreciate it if you liked and maybe shared and maybe told your friends. I'm trying to build more of an online presence, and I hope in the future to highlight more things. Thank you so much for watching.